Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Melyssa. Today I'm doing a tutorial on how to do a cat eye for hooded eyes. So let's get into it. First thing I want to talk about is hooded eyes. So what a hooded eye means is that when you open your eyes, the top part of your eyelid folds over and either actually sits on your eyelashes or sits on the bottom part of your lid. My hooded eyes are unique because I also have downturned outer corners. So the fold that I have here goes all the way down to my outer corner. Unfortunately, that makes doing a cat eye extremely difficult. I'm going to show you how I do my cat eye, and I still get the cat eye a look to it while following different rules than a traditional cat eye tutorial may have. So starting off, the first makeup tool I have is a good black liquid liner. And the reason why you use a pen or a felt tip really sharp liner like this is because you want to have that really sharp line and that flick at the end. So this is my Hank & Henry Slick With It Blickety Black eyeliner pen. This has that really nice sharp tip applicator. You can see that when I use it, it gives a nice deep black line, but I can get different types of lines as well. So that's why I really like this product. So starting off, I make sure that I do not close my eyes. And the reason for that is because when doing a cat eye with your eye closed with hooded lids, when you open it, it changes the shape of your lid. So it'll no longer have that nice straight line, it'll be kind of wavy and curvy. So I keep my eye open and I start here at the outer corner. And I'm kind of following from my lower lash line, drawing an imaginary line to the end of my brow here. And again, keeping my eye open the entire time. I'm just drawing that out as far as I'd like it to go. And finishing up the point of that. So you can already see that a lot of that line is not completely straight, and I'm gonna have to even that out later. But the whole point is that when my eye is open like this, I'm getting more of a straight line. When I close my eye, you can see that it gets a little bit curvy, and there's this skip right here. The reason for that skip, where the liner did not touch, is because of that fold in my eye. So if I had it straight out like this and went just straight on, it wouldn't have turned out the way that I wanted it to. I'll show you what I mean on the other eye. So continuing on, I now am going to draw the top line to my wing liner. And I want to get as straight of a line as possible. So I'm kind of lining up my pen with the outer corner of my wing and touching where it lines up with my eye. That's kind of the start of where that wing is going to line up with the rest of my eye. Then I flip it around and I start drawing that back in. I'm making sure that I'm staying very light. I'm just kind of stamping on the outline of where I want that wing liner to be. Now I'm going to go in and fix the bottom line. So I'm going from the outside corner again and straightening that out to where it lines up more with my lower lash line. That's the beginning of my cat eye look. This is when I can really illustrate how the folded part of your hooded eye interacts with the cat eye. When I close my eye here, you can see that big difference between where the line should be for the outer part of my wing and where it connects with my eye. If I went all the way here with my liner to line up with that outer corner, when I open my eye, you lose all of that lid space right here. which is my entire lower lid. You can do that if you like the look of it, but to me it tends to close in my eye and make it look a lot smaller. Starting with small eyes already, that's not really what I'm going for. So I'm going to next fill in the rest of my wing and connect it to the rest of my liner. And again, when filling in the wing, I am keeping my eye completely open. I also like to make sure that my eyebrows are relaxed. So if my face is at a natural position, just like this is how I want to do my eyeliner. If I'm looking at it with my eye open and my eyebrows raised, you can see how much that changes where that line is going to meet up. So now that I have it mostly filled in, I am going to stretch out that eyelid and connect this corner here down to this corner here. So what I'm going to do, instead of drawing a line here and filling in all that space, I'm just going from the top corner and drawing a line straight down and connecting to that corner at the bottom. Then I fill in the rest of the space. The reason for doing that is if you connect it with a straight line, it's going to add a different dimension to your liner. It's actually going to make it look not completely straight because you already established that straight line by sketching that on initially. So when you fill in that space, it does actually change the way that line looks when your eye is open. Now that I have that wing filled in, I'm going to continue with the rest of my eyeliner on the top of my eye. And I'm going to keep it very thin here on the inner corner and widen it just a little bit as it gets closer to that wing. I don't want it to be a super thick liner because I want to keep as much space of that lower lid visible as possible to help keep my eyes looking bigger. But I do want it to widen at a natural pace so that it melds into that wing very naturally. Now I have the rest of my top liner done. I do see that the wing doesn't quite match up with the rest of my eye, so I'm going to sketch that in again the way we did. So looking here, making sure I am completely relaxed, my eyebrows are relaxed, my eyes are completely open. I'm just filling in this space right here. Attempting to make that connect a little bit better. So as you can see with this, it's not the typical cat eye that you see where it's very sharp and linear. It does have a bit of that flick to it, and that's just because of the natural shape of my eye. Now I'm going to show you on the other eye how following a typical cat eye tutorial would end up looking on my hooded eye shape. So the way that other tutorials have you do it is you close your eye here and you go from the corner and you sketch out a straight line aiming towards the tail of your eyebrow. Okay, I have that line in. And then you go from that tail and you draw straight down until you meet the rest of your lash line. go ahead and fill that in. And I'm going to finish off the rest of that lash line. And that looks pretty good. Look how nice and linear that is with my eye closed. But now let's see how it looks with my eye open. As you can see, there's a big difference between the two techniques. This one has a lot more of that dip and a flick up, and this one tends to have more of a straighter line, giving you a little bit more of that cat eye effect. You can do either one, whichever one that you like, you think looks good on you. Makeup is subjective, so do whatever you want. Personally, I do like more of that graphic, straighter look, so this is more of what I go for. One thing I have to say about this one is that when it comes down like that, it actually adds more of a drooping effect to my eye shape. So I don't like how it comes down and then goes up again, because it really makes this part of my eye here look even more droopy, even more folded over itself. So here, that tends to take away that look to it and really brings that shape of the eye together and sharper and really pulls it upward, which is what I'm looking for because the outer corners of my eyes do droop down so far. So I'm going to go ahead and fix this one, add some smudge liner to the lower lash line, add mascara, and pop on some lashes, and I'll get back to you after that. This is the final look for my cat eye tutorial for hooded eyes. I added a black liner to my lower lash line. I put a white liner in my waterline to help open up my eyes. And I added mascara to the top and bottom lashes and popped on a pair of natural lashes from Ardell. This is the kind of cat eye that I would go for on a daily basis. If I'm wanting a nice linear cat eye, this is kind of what I'm going for. You can still see that there's a little bit of that flick on the outer side, and that's just how my eyes are shaped. Let me know down in the comments how you do your cat eyes, or tell me something that you either learned today or you want to try out next time you do a cat eye. Don't forget to check me out on other social platforms. My handle is colorme.lyssa, Lyssa. Mostly I post on Instagram and Snapchat. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I'll see you next time. Bye. So today